Hello, my YouTube friend. We have a busy week ahead. Let's do a quick update of the store and then I'll tell you what's going on. I did get rid of one box of clutter in the front. Still got a lot to do. We made several purchases over the last few days. I bought a bunch of Hess trucks from Larry. He brought those in. I believe I paid $8 each. I'm going to try to get 20. Hess trucks are kind of hard to sell, but I'll buy them if they're in good shape. Okay, let's go over here. Pop-wise, I know I bought some pops, but I don't think there's a whole ton of new pops. I'll let you kind of take a quick look at what's going on. So that's the pop aisle. I had someone come in a couple days ago and buy like $100 worth of loose Barbies, and they dug through all this area, so I got to reorganize that today. It's Monday, so usually right after the weekend, I have to do kind of an organization all over the shop because a lot of people come through on the weekend and stuff gets kind of tossed around a bit. I also realized up here that I don't have any boxes right there. So I think I'm going to take 2 or 3 of the boxes from the front and just put them there at the store just to make room in the front. My goal this week is definitely to get that whole front area cleared out because I do think I'm going to move the stickers over there and a few other things. Okay, so the big deal today is I'm probably buying the largest Funko Pop collection I've ever purchased. I think it's just over $30,000 worth. It's 900 pops. It's a ton of stuff, and for the first time, I'm selling all of it, right? I don't think, like, I want to, in my heart, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll keep 1, maybe I'll keep 10, maybe I'll keep 100. I can't do that this year. Until I get my savings up and get a studio space so I can display my whole collection and really enjoy it and really share it with you guys, I'm going to try to sell everything that I get just so that I can keep it rolling, and I'll make a lot more profit, honestly. So today I have to kind of organize for the next hour to make room for all these new pops. 900 pops is a lot. So on this side, I usually have kind of the cheaper, like slower selling pops on the top. And then I put some down here that are kind of like the oddball stuff. But as you can see, these shelves are kind of wiped out. I sold a whole lot of this during the winter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that's still left over on the bottom. I'm going to pack the top tight just so I have a lot of room. And then I think, let's see, what do we got? We fit 3 deep here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. So just counting the space in that row, I think I can fit 100 to 120 pops just on the bottom row here. And then I have a feeling the top row, I'll have a little bit more room. Like I can fit a lot more bigger pops on top. If there's anything in the collection I'm buying today that I think will be a little bit slower selling, I might put that on the top here as well and just make enough room so that I can put all the pops away on shelves. Last year when I was buying a whole ton in the spring, I didn't have space yet, so I piled a whole ton of stuff on the floor. I kind of don't want to do that this year. That's why I'm buying all these shelves. The shelves in front here is usually where I put like the anime or the stuff that just arrived. So if I get these comic books priced, I can move some of the slower stuff to the bottom here, get all the anime stuff stacked here, and probably have a room for another like 50 or so pops right there. Just looking on the wall there, I have room for some bigger stuff, so I could probably move some of the slower stuff to the top, make another room for maybe like 30 pops right there. This area is not being used very well right now, so if I organize that, I could probably fit another like 30 pops. With the counter on the top here, I have room for a few bigger items. And like, oh yeah, on the front here, I don't even have anything on the top shelf there. So if I get all this clutter out of the way, I can open that up for some of the bigger stuff. And then on these shelves, I calculated right now, there's lots of room on the shelves, right? I can fit one more row in front of this. So each of these shelves hold about 150 pops. I probably have a third to half of the room on every single shelf. So if we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11 shelves that if I condensed everything, I could probably fit 600 or 700. So I think between all the space that I can make up on this side and on the other side, I can fit all 900 pops in the shop and actually have it on a shelf. So this is kind of exciting. For the first time, I'm going to buy a giant collection and actually have room for it, which is pretty cool. One thing I forgot, I only have 1 empty banker box. Normally I like to buy enough to hold the collection so that I can fully process it. So today what's going to happen is we open at 3, so I'm going to have an hour or 2 to go through some stuff. I'm going to try to just keep it to the front so that people aren't digging through it until I actually pay for it, because I really don't want to sell it until I know the seller is happy with my offer. And I got to get out of my basement a whole bunch of pop protectors because I got to put everything in protectors. I'm sure most of you are aware, but I'll just show you. I put every pop I sell in a protector because I want to try to keep it as in good shape as possible, because over time, if stuff's on a shelf for months, it starts getting damaged. And that way I can price the pop, but the sticker's not on the pop, so it keeps it in good shape. So I do have, I think, like 1,500 protectors in stock. I just have to pull up I don't know how many of his pops are going to be in protectors. Hopefully a lot of them are. That kind of saves me a lot of time and energy. but I do have, I think, 1,500 or so in stock at the moment. So I got to get those out of the basement and bring them up into the shop before he gets here. I want to be prepared. I'm trying to get everything set up so that I can crank out this collection as fast as possible, because 900 Pops takes me a long time to price out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I start going through some of the boxes that are in the front, and it's all stuff that I kind of wanted to keep. You know, stuff that I didn't have. But like I said, I'm just out of space, and that's why it's been clogging up the front for months. So I think like this $125 pop, I don't have her, but I have a feeling I'll be able to get her next year, 2023, when I start back up. So I think instead of putting it all up on the shelf, the store, I actually might start pricing out a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna be so tempted to be like, all right, well, so maybe some of the sodas I'll want to keep. I think only the Chase sodas I'll keep, because those I think will go up in value. But if there's any commons, I'm just gonna sell those for now. I think those I'll be able to get later on. And yeah, I don't think there's anything super rare in here. And the thing is, I feel like if I sold, like, I mean, this pop is cool. I enjoyed the character. I love the Hawkeye show. I enjoyed the movie. So I kind of want her. You know, it's $125, but I have a feeling she'll be around the same value a year from now. I don't think this one will go up much more. It might even go down. So if I do sell this one for $125, I can put that towards another collection, or, you know, just save. Maybe I'll put 60 of it towards another collection, save 60. And I think if I end up selling a lot more of this stuff instead of hoarding it, I think I'll just be able to save a lot more, so I can actually get studio space. Now, I do eventually want all of it, because I do want to have the world's largest collection, but right now I just do not have the space. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I think if I just do everything that comes in this year, unless it's like super rare and I don't think I'll be able to get it again, or maybe even I'll trade out some stuff that I have in my collection as I get something of more value that'll be harder to get later on. I think that's how I'm going to handle it. Because I was going to just start putting these up on the shelf. I'm like, you know what? I can sell all this. There's nothing in here that I'll be terribly upset if I sold it. I feel like a lot of this I'll be able to get again in the future when I'm ready to get it. All right, let me price out a box or two of this stuff before the big collection gets here, just so I can clear out the front a little bit. I think this will be a lot easier than trying to find places to store it away. All right, let me get to it. All right, so Gabriel just got here with the truck full of boxes. Wow, I think this is the largest collection I've purchased ever. What is it, like 900 something?
900 plus.
900 plus. Wow, this is gonna be a couple days of work. All right, we're gonna get these all into the store because he's illegally parked, so we don't want any problems. All right, let's do this. Woo! All right, we got all the boxes into the shop. It's 35 boxes full of pops. I think it's over 900 pops, and then a few boxes of other assorted stuff. Wow, this is a ton of stuff. This is the largest collection I've ever purchased based on volume and value. I think it's almost $30,000 worth of stuff. This is gonna be a lot of work to go through, but I'm gonna have a ton of fun. It's gonna be kind of heartbreaking a little bit because I know I'm gonna wanna keep a lot of stuff. But like I said, this year, I'm gonna try to sell everything I get. I might keep a couple of the rarest ones that I don't have, but it should actually be faster to process because I'm not going to be logging them all into Pop Price Guide. So I should be able to do this relatively fast. I think it's going to take me 2 or 3 days, but it's just going to be fun digging through all this stuff. All right, I got to move all these boxes from this side to that side just because it's blocking the counter, and I need to be able to have customers come in and out. So I got to move these all over, and then I'm going to start digging through them. All right, let's get this done. The boxes moved over to this side. I needed to clear out the counter so people can still walk in. So I'm gonna work on this stuff first, clear that out, and then I'll work on these. Gonna be a long day today. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's just look through 1 or 2 boxes, just give you a hint of what's in here. Okay, so he said everything is kind of sorted by series. So this looks like a bunch of sports stuff, which is great. This is cool. Most of the stuff he collected from like 2014 to 2018. So it's all kind of older stuff, which I think is super cool. With a few newer ones. I think this one's a little bit newer. Yeah, that one's from last year. So there is some newer stuff. He said he just didn't collect as much as he did when he first started. Jordan's always good. So that, yeah, that's an awesome sports box. Lots of Jordans. We got the Rock. Is this the... We got some wrestling. Ric Flair. That's good. The Yankees ones are super cool. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go through that box. Let's look through one or two more boxes. And then I got to crank these out as fast as I can. Let's see what we got in here. This looks like it's some Marvel and a few other things. That's an awesome Harley Quinn. Let me see what that is. Oh, okay, we have Howard Wolowitz. That's awesome. Love the Big Bang Theory. Okay, so far I have most of this stuff. So this is actually pretty good. I actually might end up having 90% of what's in this collection. So it's not going to be as hard for me to go through it. Just because I'm not going to want to keep as much of it. Peter Parker, that is cool. Okay, that takes away my fear a little bit of so many things I would want to keep. But this older stuff, I have a lot of it. So that's great. Let's look at one or two more boxes. This box, I think he said he had to use these boxes for the bigger stuff. So in these boxes, we're going to have like the 10-inch pops and the 6-inch pops. Oh, see, I might need Ice Cube's car. That's one I kind of want to keep. Again, I'm not going to... Only if it's rare and old will I keep it. Everything else I'm going to put out for sale. That down. So these bigger boxes I should be able to get through real quick. Yeah, this is most... Oh, see, and he does have some like $200 grails. He actually has a lot of $1 to $200 pops. So we have Billy from Saw. That one's always in demand. So this stuff, a lot of this is going to go to my patrons because I owe them a few months of boxes. So I'm going to try to get all their boxes done with this collection this week. And then everything else will be out for sale. Some of it I might go out before I fully pull stuff for them. But for the most part, I'm going to try to fill up their mystery boxes. What else? Oh, yeah, see this... That's maybe one I'll keep because this is actually really high on my want list. So something like this, what I might do is I might end up pulling out something that's newer, that's not really worth that much, or maybe pull out a few things that are worth equal value. So I'm not really giving up value, but I'll gain a little space maybe. But stuff like this has some value, but I have that already. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Let me go price a bunch of this and I'll kind of show you some of the stuff that I priced. Another cool thing is Gabriel told me most of the stuff that he has in his collection he picked up back in the day from stores. So something like this he probably paid $9 or $10 for. So even though he's selling it to me for like half the value, he's still making a good profit on this stuff. So he's really happy with that. And I'm happy that I'm going to have a lot of really cool stuff for the shop. All right, let me start pricing these out. I'm going through all of Gabriel's stuff and then I just had to walk in. I feel like it's going to be that kind of spring where pops are just going to be coming in left and right. But some really awesome stuff, especially this guy. I know my anime fans are going to be excited to get that one. And that one I might consider keeping, but I'm going to have to figure out what I need to give up to keep it. Because that one is cool. All right, let me get back to pricing. All right, so we're getting towards the end of the day. I am tired. We got through, I think, 7 boxes, plus a few other things. Let me just kind of give you a quick glimpse of everything I've gone through. Okay, I did end up deciding to keep this Tyrael from Diablo. Absolutely love this pop. This was in the front of all the stuff that I was going to keep. So I did price out like maybe 75 items. But yeah, I decided I have to keep one. I'm going to end up keeping a few here and there, but it's going to be very, very few. All right, I did also decide to keep Mr. T. I've actually wanted this one for a long time. I've been after it. He's kind of pricey. Came out 2016. So yeah, out of the 7 boxes I've priced so far, this is the only one I'm going to keep. It's going to be this older, kind of harder stuff. That's the things I think I'll put into my collection this year. All right, one more keeper. I had to keep this flocked Ernie. His flocking, his color is darker than the US one, I think. And this is the rare Asia version of him. So I had to keep that one. Because this one I think would be really hard for me to get again. And this was also in the front pile of stuff that I started working on. I priced out some of the bigger stuff. Put it up here. Couple cool things, a few more bigger things I put up there, a few of the better pops. It's getting a little bit dark so you can't see so well. I do love the Samurai Jack set. We got the signed Majin Vegeta 9000 version. That one's super cool. Some pretty decent grails added. This cabinet's getting pretty filled up. I'm gonna have to figure out a place to put more of the $20 to $40 pops. And these shelves are filling up. We're filling up the Marvel shelf a lot. And we got some bigger stuff I put there. And what else? Oh, and I got a lot of stuff on the DC shelf, adding a lot of Batman. What's cool is he had all his pops sorted out by sections. So as I price them, I can just put them in the section they're supposed to go. So we just have a whole ton of DC stuff. And I haven't done anything else. Just basically just Marvel and DC so far. So that's everything so far today. I'm really tired. It was a very long day. I got a lot done, but I still have a lot more to go. Tomorrow's going to be a very busy day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.